From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
After morning cloud cover, a beautiful afternoon across mid-Michigan. Humidity just fine as well. To our west, we have some showers and storms we're watching, but for the most part, things should remain dry for the overnight hours. As we look at the satellite and radar where the low pressure system's located, that's well to our west. Until that gets here tomorrow, our rain chances will remain fairly low. Current temps, 80 for Lansing, 80 in Jackson, 81 in Alma. Forecast for tonight, dry weather, temperatures mid-60s as a few showers move in by tomorrow morning. And we've got some severe weather updates to talk about. 6 News at 5 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 5.
A federal judge is once again standing in the way of one of President Trump's executive orders. It's our top story at 5. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jorma Duran. The White House is criticizing a federal judge in New Hampshire who has issued a nationwide block on the president's executive order ending birthright citizenship. Erica Brown has more details from the White House.
Just weeks after the Supreme Court issued a ruling limiting the ability of judges to issue nationwide injunctions blocking presidential orders, a federal judge in New Hampshire temporarily blocked President Trump's birthright citizenship order. Judge Joseph LaPlante certified a class action lawsuit seeking to block the executive order that would restrict birthright citizenship for children born to undocumented parents. Judge LaPlante said his decision was not a close call and added the deprivation of U.S. citizenship and an abrupt change of policy would cause irreparable harm. He also said U.S. citizenship is the greatest privilege that exists in the world. The judge says he will pause his order for several days to allow the Trump administration time to appeal. And the Trump administration called his order an unlawful attempt to circumvent the Supreme Court's order. As the Trump administration pushes for a deal to end Russia's war in Ukraine, Secretary of State Marco Rubio met Thursday with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov.
Look, the president's been pretty clear. He's disappointed and frustrated that there's not been more flexibility on the Russian side to bring about an end to this conflict.
Lawmakers on Capitol Hill are working on a bipartisan bill to impose new sanctions on Russia.
I think the only way Vladimir Putin is going to come to the table if he realizes he's going to have to face some serious sanctions and supply of arms and wherewithal to Ukraine. Otherwise, he's going to just keep stringing us along.
President Trump has reversed an earlier Pentagon decision to pause shipments of weapons to Ukraine. Erica Brown, CBS News, the White House.
The Michigan Board of Canvassers reconvened to discuss 2 amendment proposals. One proposal was approved and the other was rescinded. 6 News reporter Delaney Rogers was there for today's meeting. She's here for you now live from the studio. Delaney, what new action is the board taking?
Jorma, the board approved summary language for a proposal that would require citizenship verification to vote in Michigan. The ballot proposal came from the conservative group Americans for Citizen Voting. Another regarding tax revenue for education was rescinded.
Voters are going to have to show that they are citizens of the United States.
The Americans for Citizen Voting ballot summary details a law that would require the Secretary of State to verify citizenship of existing voters and documentary proof to register.
I know that the people of Michigan want only citizens voting.
If approved, Michigan voters would be required to use a government-issued photo ID to vote in person or list a driver's license or state ID number while absentee voting.
This measure requires the Secretary of State to do the job of checking the voter roll and making sure non-citizens are not on it.
With the language now approved, the group can now start collecting signatures to add the proposal to the 2026 November ballot.
This is something the public's looking for, and we sure hope that we can get it on the ballot and let them have a chance to vote.
The second proposal discussed was Invest in My Kids. This would increase taxes on individuals who make over $500,000 annually or couples that make over $1 million to help fund local schools.
It would mean that Michiganders have the ability to vote on increasing our K-12 school funding pot by $1.7 billion, which could mean amazing things for Michigan kids.
The language was initially approved last month, but due to language changes, the board rescinded their approval.
We're here to get our final form approved because our summary was approved at the last meeting, and it seems like there was a procedural error with posting, and so our petition was rescinded.
Molly Sweeney with 482 Forward says that the board will revisit their summary at their next meeting. Sweeney says they hope the Board of Canvassers will approve their petition language like how it was at the last meeting. As of now, there is no set date yet for the next board meeting. Back to you.
Delaney, thank you very much. Governor Whitmer's office has announced a new round of investments to support affordable housing in Michigan. As 10 new construction and rehabilitation rental housing projects in 6 communities will receive federal low-income housing tax credits. The projects in southeast and southwest Michigan will create or preserve at least 484 affordable rental homes. The governor's office says the funding will create 23 permanent jobs, support more than 800 temporary jobs, and generate a total development investment of more than $171 million. University of Michigan Health Sparrow celebrated its 500th ion robotic bronchoscopy today. The procedure allows doctors to maneuver a robotic-assisted catheter into the lungs to target hard-to-reach nodules. This means they're able to reach small or remote nodules that may contain the first signs of lung cancer and treat it before it spreads.
To bring state-of-the-art technology here, and also it shows that we can change lives here in mid-Michigan area.
So they did the biopsy, which is this procedure that we're talking about today. We're able to tell that it was cancerous, and I'm still alive.
Doctors say this system allows for improved precision and reduces the need for more invasive procedures. Most operations last between an hour or 2, and many patients can go home the same day. We have a correction now from a story we aired on 6 News at 5 yesterday. The number of measles cases we reported was actually the amount of pertussis, or whooping cough, cases confirmed in Michigan this year. According to the State Health Department, for 2025, there have been 18 total measles cases with no listed ages. As for whooping cough, 855 children in Michigan have been diagnosed this year. WLNS regrets the error.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
We are certainly enjoying a beautiful afternoon across mid-Michigan. Things are going to change, though, over the next 24 hours. A look at the satellite and radar. Some showers and storms in Wisconsin and south through portions of Illinois. Those are heading east, but overall impact should be minimal for us. However, we take a look at the severe weather outlook for today. As expected, no threat of severe storms, and by early tomorrow morning, a level 0 risk, meaning there could be some thunder in the area, but no severe weather. In the afternoon for Friday, we're looking at a level 2 risk. Storm Prediction Center has upped that just a bit. Primary threats will be damaging winds and maybe some hail with any storms we see. I'm still not convinced we're going to see a great deal of activity, but if they can form, then there's some wind aloft, which may spin the storms a bit and give us a chance for some wind gusts and some hail. On Saturday, same thing. Storm Prediction Center raising us to a level 2 risk as well, and it's primarily just winds that we're looking at, depending on exactly where the storms form, but that should be somewhere between noon and around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. A look at Precision Cast. Notice through tomorrow morning, first round of storms more or less falls apart and then kind of regroups just as it gets over the lake. So that'll be our chance for some morning showers and storms. Those should fall apart. We should destabilize a bit. If we do enough, then we could get a couple storms going, and those will be the ones that can contain some gusty winds. The chance for showers and storms may linger into the overnight hours and early Saturday morning, and once again, if we clear things out, get enough sunshine Saturday afternoon, we may see a line of showers and storms form, and that would be probably our best chance for, again, those gusty winds, locally heavy downpours. It just will interrupt outdoor activities, but it'll be quickly out of here by Saturday evening. A look at the 5-day rainfall outlook. Notice the yellow showing up in mid-Michigan, meaning possibly over an inch of rainfall. And certainly if you get a few rounds of storms, you'll pick up an inch of rain. Looks like Friday into Saturday are 2 best chances for rain. It starts to move out before sunup on Sunday. So Sunday during the day still looks basically okay. Stay tuned to the 6-day. Temperatures currently sitting in the lower 80s outside. Take a look on the McLaren cam. Beautiful weather, lots of sunshine. Temperature 83, high today 84 degrees, and not a whole lot of wind either. This afternoon in Grand Ledge, temperature 85. That is our high after a morning low of 65. Had some patchy fog that got a little moisture in our rain gauge, so it picked up 1/100 of an inch, but it was from the fog. Jackson Cam, temperatures at 80, high today of 81 degrees, and our final stop in Hillsdale with a brilliant blue skies, temperature at 82 after a high of 83. Tonight's forecast, expect a low temperature of 63 degrees. Temperatures will begin to rise towards tomorrow morning and continue to rise through the day. Some morning storms followed by some evening storms. The high tomorrow near 84 degrees. 6-day forecast, chance of storms on Sunday looks good. Start out next week and hot, 90 by Tuesday. Strong cold front moves through Wednesday, and we've got lows in the 50s by Thursday morning, and next weekend looks good.
That Tuesday snuck up on me right there, didn't it?
Humidity looks higher,
Yeah, I know.
higher.
I was hoping we'd stay below 90, but oh well.
Sorry about that.
Well, coming up, an update on the catastrophic floods in Texas. So stay right there. 6 News at 5. We'll be right back.